There is a growing recognition in the region that innovation and creativity will help develop the economies and industries in the countries of the region. This is broadly recognized worldwide that innovative industries, creative industries cannot develop in a country where intellectual property is not adequately protected and enforced. In the EU, more than 45% of the EU GDP is based on IP-heavy industry, and almost 40% of the employment is ensured by IP-heavy industry, directly or indirectly. In this region, these numbers, these figures are still lower, but they are increasing. In Thailand, if I understand correctly, they are actually becoming more and more important, and an important portion of employment is ensured also by IP-heavy industry. So the role of IP protection and enforcement is to facilitate the economic development of the region, especially in the innovative and creative industries. And all the studies show actually that these industries create more employment, create more income and wealth for these countries. So this is vital for the economic development of these countries, for attracting investment, for attracting economic industrial activities in the region, to have a proper, adequate legal basis for IP protection, and of course to have the capacity to enforce those laws and regulations.
The Thai government places importance on the protection of intellectual property. The government tried to pursue the 20 years IP roadmap that is endorsed by the Committee on the IPR Policy chaired by the Prime Minister. The IP roadmap covered all areas of IPR, particularly the IP promotion, IP creation, IP enforcement, and IP commercialization. These all areas will be supported, will be promoted by the Department of Intellectual Property. Right now, on the enforcement of IPR, particularly online piracy, we work closely with the Ministry of Digital Economy and Society to block the website that deal with infringing activities online.
Well, there's been many different initiatives that have shown themselves to be effective, and definitely not one solution that covers everything, but a combination of legislative follow-up to technological change combined with outreach to the internet intermediaries to reach voluntary anti-counterfeiting and piracy solutions has been the most effective. Well, I think it's again a combination of new technologies, a combination of new advanced scanning and content recognition technologies in combination with artificial intelligence and blockchain technology. And we will see a lot of development in the future with the combination of different technologies.
Well, IPKey Southeast Asia works bilaterally with the different Southeast Asian countries in the different Southeast Asian IP authorities to elevate the level of intellectual property in the Southeast Asia region. How do we do this? So we have technical expertise meetings, we have workshops and seminars where we bring European experts on different IP fields to exchange best practices and explain new trends that are now in Europe that also affect Southeast Asia. This week we organized the first IP enforcement week in Southeast Asia, here in Bangkok, where we have experts from Europe, from customs, from national IP offices from the European Union, Europol, the Observatory of Infringement of IP Rights, to exchange best practices with our Southeast Asia counterparts for them to have a better understanding of the practices currently being used in Europe that could be useful to Southeast Asia. Another important thing is that one of the most problematic issues is the lack of awareness on intellectual property, and therefore we also organize activities where we aim to raise awareness on the value of the intellectual property rights and the necessity to enforce it and protect it in Southeast Asia.